Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about my new guitar. This is the Jackson Pro Plus Series Mirrored Rhoads. So a little bit of a backstory as to why I've made this purchase. As some of you may know, a couple of times throughout the year I do some shows with Bizkit, who are a Limp Bizkit tribute band here in the UK, and my dear old JS32 King V was very much on its last legs. It was a Facebook Marketplace find for about £120, so for our US viewers that is UK sterling. And yeah, on the last sort of one or two gigs I did throughout the summer this year, I was just noticing some things that I thought I can't really risk this. It's done a great service to me, always held its tune. The only modification I made, the reason I look is because it's off camera beside me, was putting a Seymour Duncan Invader in it. But the time had come to retire it, as it was quite literally held together by super glue towards the end. So, fast forward a few months from the summer shows and I end up with this rather sparkly looking fellow. It was always going to be this guitar. I remember being on the shop floor at Anderton's and seeing a customer with a deposit on it one day, and I thought, what the hell is that? It looks absolutely amazing. And I've been saying to my wife, I was like, I need to upgrade this guitar. Didn't really know what to get, and I saw this and thought it's only going to be one option really. So what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to hear how it sounds in a full mix, and we're going to talk about some specs of the guitar and just give it a little bit of good screen time. I know my good friend Dagan Wilkin, he's done a good video on this guitar over on his channel, so be sure to check that out and give him a like and subscribe. But what we're going to do now, we're going to hear it in a full mix. Obviously, being a Wes Borland style guitar, I have done the most Wes rip-off style riff you could possibly do, and I'm using STL tones, the Tonality Wes Borland suite for those tones. Also, a massive shout out to Andy Shaw. Instagram is KLAW Sounds, for laying down some of his DJ Lethal influence on it. So, without further ado, guys, let's hear how this sounds in a full mix. So guys, let's dive in looking at some specs of the guitar. If I flip it around, which the cameras are probably going to thank me for with all the reflections, you can see we've got a three-piece neck. So we've got maple either side and then walnut through the middle. We have an Akume body, which is doused in this wonderful black finish and mirrored on the front. No locking tuners, but for me it's not the end of the world. Seeing as we've got the locking nut here anyway. Moving on to the fingerboard, we have an ebony fingerboard. It's a compound radius, so it's 12 to 16, so it gets flatter as you go further up, which is great for all the shreddy licks, which you'll hear me do really poorly in some lead playing. We've also got lumen lays on the side, which is a massive help because I'm really blind. And when I'm wearing the Wes mask, it's got all the chains on the front. I often really can't see a lot on stage, so I was just having a bit of a jam the other day. Sort of had the studio lighting going and thought, oh, I can actually see what I'm doing, which is remarkable for once. So that's going to be a massive pro going forward. Moving on to some of the electronics now. So we've got a set of Seymour Duncan distortions. As you'd have heard in the clean playing there, they are quite high output. The neck pickup's got a bit of a darker tonality to it, and for the Bizkit stuff at least, I don't really use the neck pickup. In my old JS32 I only ever used the bridge. So it is interesting to hear how it sounds, and nice to have it there. One thing I found with the bridge pickup is, it's not quite as bitey as the Invader, not as explosive in the low end, which I like, but I'm still undecided if I'm going to switch it out for the Invader, just because that's what I'm used to on this guitar anyway. And then some of the other specs that we'll run through. So we've got obviously a Floyd Rose 1000. I will level with you guys. So as soon as I got this, I set it up straight away for C# standard with 11 to 56s, those SITs there. And like any guitar, sort of broken the strings and that. And I've been using it on and off for about a month, but really when I've been putting together this video and the demo for it, really been giving the Floyd some stick, and honestly it's held its tune so well. I've literally had to give it some micro tuning probably once or twice, so the tuning stability on this is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the hot dog riff is the obvious one to put it through its paces there, and it's really good. So it's recessed into the body, so you can go up and down with the Floyd there. We've got master volume and a master tone, no push pull or anything, and then a simple 3-way selector. So there we have it, guys. What did you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Just a quick side note, I'm not actually sure if these are going to be continuing in production. I know that a couple of the UK retailers do still have some in stock at the time of shooting this video. So if you like what you see and hear in this video, I would suggest you snap them up pretty quickly. I've got to say, I'm absolutely over the moon with this thing. Just the feel, the sound, everything. It really does make a difference having a slightly higher quality built guitar for the kind of stuff that this is used for. Just a quick side note as well, if you liked all the tones that you heard in this video and you're a user of STL Amp Hub, then you will be able to download those tones from the STL Exchange for free. If you go over to my, I suppose, profile on there, you'll be able to see them on there. The clean tone was a Soldano. The rhythm was, I think it's called like Deftones on there. I was using the JMP sort of module, and then I think the lead tone I used was called Steph Wet, something like that. You'll be able to find them on there and download them. So guys, make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel, drop a like and leave something in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of this guitar. Anything you like, don't like about it. I won't have any slander on the finish whatsoever. But as this is probably going to be my last video for 2025, let me know in the comment section below if there's something you want to see in 26, any sort of direction you want the channel to go. I'm always open to ideas. So on that horrendous bombshell of it nearly being 2026, I'll see you on the next one, guys.